Everyone, today in this video, we are going to solve very important problem which is related to the fundamentals of partnership. Okay, see here from this problem, inshallah, your all concept will be clear of the fundamentals part of the partnership. In the next video, we will move ahead. Okay, see here what is the problem. Here is X Y entered into a partnership on 1st April 2018. Here are two partners. First one is X and second one is Y. Uh, on 1st April 2021, where 2 lakh and 1,50,000 capitals. This is the capital value. Rupees 2 lakh and 150,000. It means 1,50,000. This is their capital value. On 1st October 2021, 1st October 2021, what is happening here? X gave 50,000 as a loan to the firm. X loan to the firm. How much amount? 50,000. As per the provisions of the partnership deed. These are the partnership deeds. What are the deeds mentioned in deeds? See here. First, 20% of the profits before charging interest on drawing, but after making appropriations was to be transferred to the general reserve. Okay. Interest on capital is to be allowed at the rate of 12% per annum. It means we have to pay interest on capital at the rate of 12%. Now, drawing is to be charged at the rate of 10% per annum. Interest on drawing will be charged at the rate of 10% per annum. Okay. X to get monthly salary of rupees 5,000 and Y to get salary of rupees 22,500 per quarter. X salary is how much? 5,000 monthly salary. As you know that if salary is given in month, then we will convert into the year. It means multiply by 12, 60,000. X salary in a year. Y salary is how much? 22,500 per quarter. Per quarter in the sense in a year there will be 4 quarter. Then how much salary will be? The Y rupees 90,000. This will be the Y salary. Now X is entitled to a commission of 5% on sales. Sales for the year were 3,50,000. X is also getting commission here. X commission. How much? 3,50,000 is the sales value, 5% of this. It means 17,500 will be the X commission. Now, profit is to be shared in the ratio of their capitals up to 1,75,000. It means 1,75,000 profit will be shared in their capital ratio. 1,75,000. How it will be shared? Capital ratio. And balance equally. And the balance profit will be shared equally. Okay. Profit for the year ended 31st March 2022. What is the profit? Profit is given here how much? 4,61,000 is the profit of the year. The drawings of X and Y were 1 lakh and 1,25,000. Drawing amount is also given here. It means X drawing how much? 1 lakh and Y drawing how much? 1,25,000. This is the drawing count. amount. What we have to do now? Pass necessary journal entries relating to the appropriation of profit. Prepare profit and loss appropriation account and partners capital account. We will not make the journal entries here because journal entries will be very lengthy. We will only make the profit and loss appropriation account and partners capital account. So first of all, we will prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. So first of all, we will learn here preparation of profit and loss appropriation account. We will not make the journal entry from the profit and loss appropriation account. We will also explain the journal entries. So see here what we have to do in first. The first thing is here that we will have to transfer the net profit into the profit and loss appropriation account. As you know that in question X has given loan how much? 50,000. Interest on loan is not mentioned in the question. As we know that interest on loan, if it is not mentioned in the question, then according to the Partnership Act, 6% will be given to the partner as a interest on loan. What is the date of loan? The date of loan is mentioned here on 1st October 2021. It means for 6 months we will provide interest to him. Total amount is how much? 3,000, and for 6 months we will provide interest. It means the interest on loan amount will be how much? 1,500. As we have discussed earlier that in profit and loss appropriation account, we will transfer the net profit after debiting the loan amount. It means we will have to debit this loan amount into the profit and loss account, not the profit and loss appropriation account. It means we will have to transfer the net profit after debiting the loan amount. So we will transfer here first the net profit by profit and loss account. How much will be the amount? The profit balance is 461,000 minus how much? Loan amount will be minus here. Then what will be the amount of the profit? 459,500. It means 4,59,500 will be your net profit here. If we talk about the journal entries, then what journal entry you will pass here? The first journal entry you will pass here, which is profit and loss account debit to interest on loan account, because we will have to debit this amount from the profit and loss account. After debiting this amount, the second journal entry you will pass here for transferring the net profit into the profit and loss appropriation account. Then this entry will be what? This entry will be profit and loss account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. So we have transferred here by profit and loss account. How much amount? 4,59,500. Now we will do all deed related works. Whatever the mention in partnership deed, we will do that. In first, 20% of the profit before charging interest on drawing, but after making appropriation was to be transferred to the general ledger. This will be done at last, not the first. First of all, we will provide interest on capital. Then also we will provide salary or commission. Then after we will do this. So interest on capital is how much? 12%. Amount of capital is given here. How much the amount of capital? The capital of amount is 2 lakh and 1,50,000. If you will calculate interest, it means how much amount will be? 12% of 2 lakh, it means 24,000. So we will write here 2 interest on capital, X capital and Y capital. X capital capital will be 24,000. Y capital 12,000 of 15%. It means 18,000 will be here. 18,000. What will be the total interest on capital? The total interest on capital will be here 42,000. Now we will have to provide salary to X and Y also. So we will write here to salary account, X salary and Y salary. X salary is how much? Already calculated 60,000. Y salary is how much? 90,000. It means total salary will be here 150,000. This is the salary amount. Now X is also getting a commission of 5% on sales. Already we have calculated here 17,500. So we will provide commission to X also. How much will be the commission amount? We will write here to X commission 17,500. This is the X commission account amount. Now what we have to do? First of all, we have to do that 20% of the profit before charging interest on drawing. Still we have not charged interest on drawing. After making the reserve, we will charge interest on drawing. 20% of the net profit before charging interest on drawing, but after making appropriation. If we make the appropriation on this amount, then what will be the amount of the appropriated profit? 459,000, 4,59,500 minus 150 minus 42 minus 17,500. If we calculate the appropriated profit, amount will be here 2,50,000. 2,50,000. It means 20% of this will be transferred to the general reserve of 20%. It means how much amount we will have to transfer into the general reserve? 50,000. So first you transfer here to general reserve how much? 50,000. This will be the amount of reserve. Now we will charge the interest on drawing. So interest on drawing will be credit here. Interest on drawing, X amount and Y amount. How much will be the amount of drawing? As you know that here the date of drawing is not mentioned. And if the date of drawing is not mentioned, what we will do? We will charge drawing on average period. Average period in the sense 6 months. So here the drawing amount is how much? 1 lakh. X 10%. The rate of interest on drawing is 10%. For how much? 6 months. So what will be the amount here? 5,000 will be the X drawing amount. And what will be the Y drawing amount? 125,000. 10% for how much? 6 months. 6,250. So here X amount will be 5,000 and Y amount will be 6,250. So the total amount of drawing will be 11,250. This is the amount of drawing. Nothing is mentioned more about the deed. Now we will have to distribute the profit. How the profit is to be shared? See here, profit to be shared in the ratio of their capital up to 1,75,000. It means 1,75,000 profit will be shared among their capital ratio. What will be the capital ratio? If you calculate the capital ratio, then it will be 2 5 for the 20, 5 3 the 15. It means 4:3 will be the capital ratio, and 175,000 amount will be shared among the capital ratio and remaining balance equally. So see here, what will be the amount of total profit, appropriated profit? The total amount will be here 470,750, 4,70,750. The net divisible profit will be here 4,70,750 minus these total amounts 42,000 plus 150 plus 17,500 plus 50,000. Then the net divisible profit will be here 2,11,250. Out of this, 175,000 will be distributed in their capital ratio. Capital ratio is there 4:3. So 175,000, if we distribute 175,000 into their capital ratio, and your capital ratio is 4:3, it means 4 upon 7, then what will be the amount? 7 to the 14 and 7 3 the 7 5 the 35. It means 1 lakh will be X profit, and here 375,000, 75,000 will be the Y profit, and the remaining balance, then how much will be the remaining balance? If we distribute 175,000 out of this, the remaining balance will be here 36,250. This remaining balance will be distributed equally among the partners. 36,250, it means 18,125 one partner, and another partner 18,125. So how much will be the total? The total amount will be here 1,18,125 X profit, and Y profit, how much will be here? 93,125. So this is all about profit and loss appropriation account. If we talk about the journal entries, then journal entries are very simple. First of all, first entry we will pass to charge the interest on loan to the partners through the profit and loss account, not the profit and loss appropriation account. So the first entry we will pass profit and loss account debit to interest on loan account. After the remaining balance, this remaining balance will be transferred to the profit and loss appropriation account. What entry you will pass? Profit and loss account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. Then after we have provided interest on capital. So for the interest on capital, what entry we will pass here? Because interest on capital is to be provided in the profit and loss appropriation account, so we will pass here profit and loss appropriation account debit to X capital account to Y capital account. Then for salary we will make the entry profit and loss appropriation account debit to X salary account to Y salary account. Then for commission we will make the journal entry profit and loss appropriation account debit to X commission account. Then for reserve we will make the entry profit and loss appropriation account debit to general reserve account. And for interest on drawing we will make the entry because drawing is an income. So here what will be X interest on drawing account debit? It means X capital account debit, Y capital account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. At the time of divisible profit, what entry we will pass here? We will pass profit and loss appropriation account debit to X capital account to Y capital account. So these entries we will pass here. Now, if we talk about the partner's capital account, see here how the partner's capital account will be prepared. As we know that what we have to do in this format, first of all we have to transfer their capital account. So we will write here by balance BD. X capital was 2 lakh and Y capital was how much? 1,50,000. Then whatever the things we have credited to the partners, we will transfer here. What we have credited here? Interest on capital, then salary, then commission. All these things will be credited to the partner's capital account by interest on capital. How much amount? 24,000 and 18,000. Then we will transfer by salary account. How much X salary? 60,000. And how much Y salary? 90,000. Then we will transfer here by commission account. X commission only here. So we will transfer in X account only 17,500 X commission. Now we will transfer also the divisible profit by uh, the amount of divisible profit is how much? 1,18,500. Now we will transfer also the divisible profit. Then we will write here by profit and loss appropriation account. X divisible profit is how much? 1,18,125 and Y divisible profit 93,125. This is the amount of divisible profit. Here in debit side, first of all, we will have to transfer the amount of drawing. What was the amount of drawing? The amount of drawing was 1 lakh and 1,25,000. So we will transfer here 1 lakh and 1,25,000. And at last we will transfer here interest on drawing. What was the amount of interest on drawing? Here 5,000 and here 6,250. Everything we have already transferred. Now what we have to do? We have to balance these amounts and we have to calculate the closing balance of the capital. It means to balance CD we have to calculate. Okay, see here what will be the total amount? 2 lakh plus 60,000 plus 24,000. The total amount will be here 4 lakh 19,625. And what will be the total amount of Y? 3,51,125 will be total amount. Same amount we will write here 4,19,625, 3,51,125. And what will be the balancing figure? 4,19,625 minus 1,05,000. It means 3,14,625. And for Y, 3,51,125 minus 2,19,875. So this is the balancing figure. This is all about the preparation of profit and loss appropriation account and partners capital account.